All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner of Jam Football doing a breakdown of the national team's O-line, D-line one-on-ones in day one of the Senior Bowl. Some really good stuff, right? I thought Gabe Hall from Baylor did well, so we're going to get into all of it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Dwayne Carter, who you're seeing, Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon. Let's get into it. We got 16 plays we're going to go through. So first play, we've got Florida, Kingsley Ogukon versus Tyler Davis. Right, and it's going to look like Tyler Davis kind of wins this, but I like this from Kingsley. So to start, right, this D lineman, you're really never going to be able to just kind of rush with your head down like this, but he does bring good power, right? Good power, good leverage. I feel like Kingsley needs to get that pad level down, but I feel like he does a good job countering on this because this guy's player, Tyler Davis's head is down to just dump him, right? And I know you're going to look at how far back he is in the pocket, but that's where one-on-ones are a little unrealistic. So I'm looking how guys are going to recover on the offensive line because I think the D line is going to have the advantage in these. But you're never going to be able to rush with your head down like this, right? Because you got to play the run, you got to play two ways. And I really like this rep from Kingsley. Next rep, Tanner Bortolini versus Keith Randolph out of Illinois. Really like this rep from Randolph, right? Good first step, not losing any ground. Strike, extend, and then pull, swim, and just get some clean, right? See how it's all like very quick and fluid together? Just step, strike, pull, swim, bam. That's a great rep for Keith Randolph. Next play. Good pass pro from Kingsley Sutia out of BYU. Right, see he's got quick feet. Now, Jalen Harell has good hand strike, good leverage. But I like how Kingsley gets his hands on him and recovers, right? Pulls that left hand off, puts it back on. Feet are good. He's got this spin move. We take our hands off, we're ready. Ends up losing his footing. Next play, Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon versus Dwayne Carter from Duke. Both guys who had really good plays. And this is a little bit of best versus best, right? So I like the beginning of this rep by JPJ. Set, quick off the snap, strike, right? You're striking within the hands. Dwayne Carter, though, comes back with that club. Bam! Like, that's really, really good. But you see that strong hand grip of JPJ, and maybe this gets called holding or not, but I think it doesn't because of the way JPJ's feet are able to recover, right? Where we're not just holding this, and then, he's getting upfield while you're ripping at his chest plate because you see his feet come back quick, right? Feet come back quick, get engaged on him, and put him in the dirt. Now, I view that as a win for Dwayne Carter, but I feel like this is, like, you see good stuff from both these guys on this play. Next play, this is Gabe Hall out of Baylor, who I talked about, versus Puny out of Kansas. I mean, that's just clean. A little too much lean from Puny, right? Got to keep your feet moving with it. He sees that. Gabe Hall sees that. Because of that lean, attacks the back with his left hand. Right hand coming over the top. Quick feet, right? Like watch his feet. Bam, right? We're not getting out wide here. We're getting after the quarterback. I really thought Gabe Hall shined. Next play. This is what is like the best versus best matchup of the day. Tal Fua out of Oregon State versus Latu out of UCLA. Both guys who could go in the first round. Fuega's quick out of his stance, right? Watch his feet. Bam, 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 right? This is where we want to be. Right? Taking away the edge from Latu. And Latu sees that, so Latu's going to counter inside. And I think the hands of Latu come a little too wide, right? We don't want our hands like this, right? We can be patient with our hands, but we don't want our hands coming wide like this. And Latu attacks that, right? Attacks the chest plate and tries to get over. But Fuega's feet are quick, right? When he sees that, even though the hands aren't good, his feet are able to counter down, post down, and wash that down and finish it. And again, you can say, well, that's a good rep by the defensive end. But I feel like it's pretty good when they have a two-way go like this with no other, offensive lineman, no quarterback. But a little bit of good from both of these guys. Here, Tanner Bortolini, Wisconsin versus Gabe Hall out of Baylor. Again, another great rep for Gabe Hall. Right? We strike. We attack that right shoulder. He's leaning. Swim. Just quick feet. Again, another like clean win for Gabe Hall. For the defensive line, wasn't too happy with a lot of those guys. I thought he did really, really well. Here you're going to see Javon Solomon of Troy just take advantage of Ethan Driscoll oversetting. I mean, this is as clean as you can get a win working outside in. And for Driscoll, you just overset, right? He's worried about that speed. So we're getting too far out here, right? We're going all the way out here. You never want to, like, you should be stopping here, right? This is the proportion you want. This is the proportion you want to keep to the rusher. And he just keeps working outside. And Solomon is like, okay, well, if you're not going to give me any chance at the corner, I'm going to work quick laterally. You see, not wasting any movement. Just quick, bam. Using those hands violently. Doesn't even need the hands because Driscoll oversets so much. And just get a nice, clean win for Solomon. Here, JPJ versus Michael Hall out of Ohio State. This is JPJ working at guard too, right? Which he played center last year. Good set. Halls want to throw this little hezzy, right? And JPJ has good patience for this, right? He's not going to overcorrect. Just patient. Patient with his hands. Like not letting him the defensive lineman to work any hands moves. Strikes hands on him. Keeps the feet moving. Extend. Keeps him out of his chest. Keep your feet moving. Good rep for JPJ. JPJ again versus Tyler Davis. Now he's back at center. Good stuff. We're setting. Quick. Get our hands on him quick. Right? A little outside. Keeping a nice wide base. Knee bend. Good feet. Just hand power, right? Just grip strength. Walking onto the defender and then finish him. Next play, we have Fuego versus Jalen Harell out of Michigan. Let's watch that again. Quick feet. Just controls the block with his feet. We're getting out there. We're keeping that proportion we want, right? We got his helmet here, our helmet here. Land our hands. Absorb the power. He wants to work back inside. We've got the foot speed to post down on that. He wants to spin back out. We're patient. We're reloading our hands. We're getting on him. Dominant rep for Fuego. This was the best rep of the day for any defensive lineman. This is Dwayne Carter out of Duke versus the Wisconsin center. And my God, there's not much I can break down out of this. Just bull rushing the shit out of him, right? And this isn't like a head down bull rush, not realistic, right? This is seeing a guy set and having a high pad level, punching too early, exposing his chest, and you see the way Dwayne Carter drops his hips, extends, gets in his chest, keeps the feet moving, and then just bitches him, right? That's the type of shit you want to see. You don't want to see just dumb, reckless, head-down bull rushes that don't work in the NFL. We want to react to what the offensive lineman's doing. Right? Like, okay, if he's going to punch early, if he's going to be, high pad level, we're going to go through his fucking chest. And that's what Dwayne Carter's able to do. Next play. Tal I didn't get that one right out of Utah versus Gabe Hall. Then that means this rep is more about Gabe Hall. Not Gabe Hall's best rep, but still a good rep. Now I want to see him get to more of his bag besides this strike and swim. But it is good. Strike. Swim. He's quick in it, right? It's not just this slow swim, but quick in it. Good athleticism, good stuff. JPJ at guard. Just powering down versus Tyler Davis. We're setting. We're showing our hands, right? See how we're showing our hands? Giving him, trying to work against something and then pulling him. Get your hands on him. Anchor down. I know this coach is in the way. Anchor down with low pad level. And then get aggressive with it. Finish him. Finish him. Just hand strength, right? I think that's the thing that really popped off for JPJ was the hand strength that he showed. And then the last play we'll go through, Isaiah Adams versus Latu, who, again, I don't think had the best day. But you do see, like, this ability to dip the edge, right? Not killing it, you know, in his get-off. But a good job, right? The tackle does a good job, right? He doesn't overset. Like, he keeps good proportion. But Latu's able to keep hands, you know, get those hands off him. Work to bend around the corner. And he's getting around 7 yards. So some good stuff. So we'll have the American one out later. And then we'll be doing these for every practice. So 6 different of these videos. Send these to your friends if you want to get a recap of what happened in O-line, D-line 1-on-1s. This is really fun to do. And the American team, I'm more excited to talk about Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma, Christian Haynes out of UConn, Christian Jones out of Texas. So like and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. We're going to have a whole ton of Senior Bowl coverage. Appreciate you guys.